Hello again everyone, Age of June here, and we're back with another League of Legends Shoutcast. This is going to be another featured game. It's also got a streamer that I've had before, RF Legendary, and he's not playing Nidalee. He's actually going to be Anivia, which is very interesting to me. Most of his games, he actually plays Nidalee. So I was thinking it'll be kind of cool seeing him play a mid character for one thing, and even besides that, just simply playing Anivia is just kind of cool to me. So we'll see what ends up happening. It looks like he's going to be against an Ahri, so that should be fun. I know Ahri is a very strong champion right now. She's very popular in a lot of the tournaments and stuff going on. So it'll be cool to see her there. I don't really see Anivia much, but honestly, she's a strong champion too. I'm not sure why exactly she does not get played much. I think just because she's so slow, doesn't really have any escape. Doesn't really have good ganking or anything. She's a strong champion, but just not so much for solo, or not so much for tournaments. Ooh, Renekton's pushing this Teemo back. Teemo! Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the people. While, ooh, hold on. Pull there from Blitzcrank. And Ashe is trying her best to get out of this. She is indeed going to get out of this. Now we can take a look at the Elise coming in here onto Renekton. Renekton's like, oh crap. Got stunned. I don't think it's really going to matter too much. He did get poisoned there, but he flashed over the wall, and he is going to escape this with no problem. Alright, so watch just for a little bit while we're looking at that. We've got Renekton top, played by Jayel, versus Teemo, played by PikachuBAM. The mid lane, which is getting ganked at the moment by Elise, not successfully. Got a stun there, but that's about it. Actually, a decent amount of damage, too. I mean, Ahri got some decent damage onto Elise, but Elise can just go back to her jungle and she doesn't care. So it ended up coming out better for Anivia than it did for Ahri there. And Elise was coming back in. She did just throw her stun and missed it. But the Anivia stun came out and managed to get hit there. And now the Elise is trying her best to get out of this. She did go ahead and flash out. I think she's going to be fine. Fiddles is actually draining Anivia, but everybody's still fine. So there's no first blood quite yet. A lot of action, but no blood. And it looks like Alistar is actually thinking about coming in for a gank as well, which is kind of interesting. So he is coming in. I think Ahri knows about it. Nope, I guess not. So there we go. He punted her back, and that was the end of that. Alright. So in the meantime, Miss Fortune's down here, 2 versus 1-ing. Alright, so as I was saying, we've got Anivia, played by RF Legendary, versus Ahri, played by Shell. Down in the bot lane, we've got Miss Fortune, played by Vinhoney, versus Ashe, played by Gosuda. The supports, we've got Blitzcrank, played by ImNoSuperman, versus Alistar, interestingly enough, played by SAGA kasin. Or SAGA kasin. I would say kasin. That'd be my guess. I don't really see Alistar much right now. Or in a long time, really. He fell off or something. I don't even know what happened to him, but people stopped playing him. But we're seeing him again in this game, and that should be very interesting. Honestly, that's a good choice versus Blitz. Blitzcrank, you know, he's got that pull. But against somebody like Alistar, Alistar's not going to care if you pull him. He's just going to go ahead and tear your AD carry up with his AD carry. Unless, of course, your AD carry gets pulled, in which case he can just go ahead and disengage anyway. So he's actually, in my opinion, a very strong disengage champ versus the Blitzcrank. As we can see here, Alistar's coming in, going to go ahead and go in on the Ashe there, and that's giving Miss Fortune quite a bit of damage onto Ashe. And I'm not sure who's going to come out of this ahead. There's the bear. First blood goes to Blitzcrank, though. Alistar is going to take down Ashe, and it ends up for support. Only one of them got first blood, however. Interesting little trade there. Now these guys can just CS to their heart's content. Alright, so take a look at the mid lane. We've got RF Legendary here, who has 3 potions left. Interesting that he chose to go cloth armor. My guess is that he thought for some reason that he was going to be going top versus Renekton, and only found out after he bought that no, you're going to go mid. That would be my guess, because otherwise that was a very, very silly buy. And it looks like Ahri's actually gone back already, as she does have double Dorans, 3 health potions, and a sight ward. So RF Legendary is already 6, whereas Ahri's only 5. And this is giving Anivia the chance to go ahead and go on back now. And he went ahead and bought Chalice of Harmony, great item on her, as well as boots of speed and some more health pots. That's a fairly common thing. Looks like Ahri's thinking about either coming in for a gank. Yeah, my guess would be she's coming in for a gank. However, I don't know. She actually might be able to pull this off because Miss Fortune has no idea it's there. But somehow she kind of read that. She did see Ahri head this way. So I guess that's when she decided to go ahead and fall back. Here comes Alistar with his wards. He's going to ward up and make sure that no ganks can happen. Up top, we've got Renekton actually being bullied by Teemo now, whereas before it was Teemo being bullied by Renekton. Renekton is about a quarter health down. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. But Teemo's at full health, and he's just being a punk, apparently. In goes the Renekton, and he took a lot of damage there, and Teemo did not. So Renekton's probably going to have to fall back here thanks to this Ignite and the Poison. He's not going to die, but he's going to have to run away, which gives Teemo free reign on this tower. And it's... oh, he's not going to go back. He's going to go ahead and pot up. Interesting decision. Down here, we've got people going in again. There is the pop-up from Blitz, and down goes Blitz to Alistar. Ashe was able to take down Miss Fortune. Did Ashe die? No, obviously not. She just took down Miss Fortune. And now there goes Ashe taking down the Alistar. And is Elise going to be able to take her down? I think so. But I think she's going to go down for it. So that's really not worth it for them. That ended up being a double kill for Ashe. And two people... well, double kill for Ashe and another kill for her support. Whereas only 2 people died on their team. So that was definitely a good thing for the blue team. Fiddle looks like he might be coming in for a ulti gank here. He's hiding in the bush like he would. The Teemo went ahead and backed off for the moment, but Fiddlesticks is still hanging around here, and I have a feeling that once Renekton gets here, if Teemo continues to push up to this tower, you're going to see Fiddle go in. There we go. There's the ulti, and the fear. In comes Renekton, and down goes the Teemo. Death to Teemo. Everybody hates Teemo for some reason. Poor Teemo. But yeah, that was a very good, nice little gank by him. Did use his ult for it, but it ended up being well worth it, as this does mean that now Renekton gets to go ahead and farm like crazy while Teemo's dead. And Teemo's going to miss out on this XP. Not going to miss out on too much. He's definitely going to miss out on at least one wave. And I think he'll miss out on part of another. No, he's not. He's not going to miss out on part of another. Very unlikely anyway. But he'll definitely miss out on one. So down here, we've got the red team going in on Dragon, and the blue team is not really responding at the moment. In comes Fiddlesticks, though, and the red team's going to go ahead and go in on him. In comes Ahri as well. I think she missed her charm there. Down went the Elise to Ashe. She did manage to get the Dragon before going down, though, and now Alistar is doing his best to get out of this. He does not. He dies. And the Fiddlesticks was able to clean up the Misfortune as well. So that did not go great for them, but at least they got Dragon. So it ended up being a Dragon and... actually, no, just a Dragon for 3 kills. And they're probably going to take at least a little bit of damage to their tower. Yeah, they took a couple of minion shots, but not too much. But down here, I don't know, they may end up taking a bit more as there's nobody even close. No, it looks like Ashe is going to go ahead and fall back. They're still going to take the tower shots, but not too much more than that. I mean, the minion shots. Ahri's back pushing mid. Teemo, I'm not sure what he's doing. Probably just warding up with his little ulti there. Would be my guess, although it kind of looks like he's coming in for a gank, which is kind of funny. And no, he's back to warding again. Okay, so he walked all the way down there to lay an egg, and now he's going back up again. He's got another egg to lay, so he can go ahead and put it in this bush, probably. Nope. I guess he's keeping it around to go ahead and go in on Renekton. Does a lot of damage very quickly. What is he building? He is building Doran, so he's actually, at least so far, going AD carry. But I have a feeling we're probably going to end up seeing him go somewhat of a bruiser-ish build, which is probably a good idea. And down goes the Misfortune. Oh, I was about to say down goes the Misfortune, but she did not go down. She's really low, so she's going to have to fall back. Hiding under the tower is not going to be good enough. She's going to have to fall all the way back. There is a killing spree there, so we'll go ahead and check that out. Alright, what happened to her? She was warding there, and she got caught by the Fiddle. In comes the Renekton as well, and they're just going in on her, and that life drain was able to take her down. Anivia was trying to come help, but nope. Ahri said, I don't think so. So down went the Elise. And the Misfortune is being forced to go back, which gives Blitzcrank and Ashe free reign on this tower. Terrible news for the red team. Right, Teemo is back up to harass this Renekton. He's actually a level ahead of him, and he's doing a decent amount of damage to him. Although he took a decent amount there too. But he seems to come out ahead in these fights. Yeah. Right, so these guys, finally, from the looks of it, being forced back. They did not take down this tower, although it's a couple tower shots, or a couple shots away from going down. So I have a feeling that they actually just left it there to draw the red team down. And now Misfortune's going in on the Blitzcrank. Alistar is actually getting really close to dead there, and there is the Ashe ulti, which means Ashe is doing a lot of damage there to Misfortune. Misfortune's actually going to die right after coming back to lane, and that was great for Ashe. It was very nice ulti on her part, completely ignored Alistar, who couldn't do much at all, and it gave her the opportunity to just destroy Misfortune since she is so far ahead. And Ahri actually came up here to take down the Alistar. I'm pretty sure I saw her ult. Well, let's go ahead and make sure. There's the Alistar. By the way, I did just discover this the other day. That button right there. Yeah, she did go ahead and use her ulti there. Take him down. It actually just jumps back 15 seconds, which isn't much, but usually that's about as far as I need to jump back. So that's actually very convenient, and I'm very happy I found it. Ooh, he is very close to dead. He did not die, but he came really close. Let's go and see what happened there. Let's see. Let's go watch this whole thing there. Right, so he decided to go in on the Teemo, and Teemo says, okay, let's do this. Got him down to half health right there, and the Renekton decided to come back in, and there we go. There's the Ignite from the Teemo, as well as another shot and the Poison, and that almost killed him there. It was not quite enough, though. I'm not sure why he jumped like that, but it wasn't quite enough, and he ended up surviving that, so he is going to go back, but this is giving Teemo a little bit more of a lead. So far, the blue team, every lane is kind of winning except for that Renekton lane, which is really kind of strange because Renekton is a massive early game bully. But honestly, Teemo's pretty mean. With that blind, he's got really good anti-Renekton skills, and he's just able to harass him like crazy. If Renekton comes up for a hit or an auto attack, Teemo just says, okay, well, you're poisoned now. And that really doesn't go well for the Renekton, and we're really seeing it now as he is level 9 versus a level 10 Teemo. So he's keeping up pretty decently, but not really as well as he would hope. And the Teemo was able to go ahead and take down that turret, which gives that global gold for the red team. First turret of the game to the red team. The blue team already got the bot lane. And now Anivia is having to play super safe here. Getting pulled by a Blitzcrank is no fun. There we go. There's the stun coming out. Managed to trap Blitzcrank there. I don't think he's going to take any tower shots. He did take a decent amount of damage from that. In comes the Alistar. Going in on Ashe, though. Punts her back. Now they're going in. She's got hit by the Anivia, but they're not able to do too much. They're going in on the Blitzcrank now. Blitzcrank's getting really low. Down he goes to Elise. In comes Misfortune. She tried to actually stun there, but she did not end up landing it. If she had, they probably would have gone in and gotten another kill. But that didn't end up happening. And now the entire red team is actually mid here. Down bottom, this tower is taking a little bit of damage, and it's about to take a lot more because there's a decent-sized minion wave here. And Misfortune's on her way down to go ahead and try to do some damage, but Ashe is on her way down as well to defend it. We've got the Alistar and Anivia combo mid versus the Ahri, and they're just kind of keeping her very cautious. And Misfortune's just going to go ahead and farm down here. Teemo's on his way back top versus that Renekton, who's kind of trying to push to the tower. He's not pushing too hard, though. So he's mostly just worrying about the CS for the moment. Now Misfortune's going to go ahead and fall back in a warded bush. Nope, she's just going to walk away. There we go. And the blue team actually converged on her, but it was a little too late for that. So Anivia went back now, and that would give Ahri the free reign to go ahead and attack the tower, except for the fact that Alistar is here. So he's probably going to go ahead and mostly keep her off. Just hitting his pulverize there. There we go. Punts her back. And actually, if he pulverized there, he probably would have killed or hurt a lot of the minions. And he probably would have gotten the kill on the big minion. But that's okay. The rest of his team is here. And it did end up keeping the Ahri off of that tower just long enough for Anivia to get back. In comes Blitzcrank, and probably wanting to go ahead and get another pull in, but I don't think it's going to happen. There is the stun there. Very nice. He took a lot of damage from the tower before it died. In comes Misfortune. Ultis gets him down, and now Ahri's on the run. Nice dodge there by Anivia. Oh, hold on. We'll take a look up there in a moment. There's a stun there from the Ashe. It ends up hitting the Misfortune, but it didn't actually end up doing anything, and it looks like the blue team is going to go ahead and fall back. Now we can rewind and take a look at this Teemo. Yeah, a little bit further, actually. So he's up here, and I guess he saw all this action and decided to go in on it. So he's going down, and he walks right into a Fiddle and a Renekton, which is terrible news for him. He's going down really low here, and actually there comes the Fiddle ulti, which I'm pretty sure is a little excessive there. A little bit of overkill, and actually probably not the best of ideas. I'm pretty sure Renekton could have taken him down without that. But, especially since I'm not even sure it did any damage. But that's okay. That is okay. They still got a kill, and I think they're happy with that. There's a blue ping on Dragon, so they're probably going to think about doing that fairly soon. No wards on Dragon from the red team, thanks to this the pink ward. So they're not even going to know, and that will give the blue team the opportunity to try to steal it. But on the other hand, the blue team does have to pass through either that ward or this ward. Well, for a couple more seconds anyway. So the red team actually will know. There we go. Nice pull there from Blitzcrank going in on the Alistar. Alistar's trying to get out of this. He's got nobody nearby, so he is going to go down to this. And that does give the blue team the opportunity to go in on the Dragon. And really, there's nothing that the red team can do. The red team is not even anywhere close. Elise is top. Misfortune was just pushing bot, and now she knows that's a bad idea. Managed to get out of there just in time, but the Dragon kill does go down to the blue team. Red team knows it, but they weren't able to stop it. Alright, so I'm kind of curious why he ended up going with Anivia, because that, I don't know, I guess, I really think he thought he was going top lane Anivia, which is kind of interesting, really. Nice stun there, and he is doing a lot of damage there to her. But the rest of the blue team's coming. There's a stun coming out from the Ashe. Gonna go ahead and hit that Elise. Got her in range of the Fear there. Now the... Oh, very good stun there as well. Double stun, and down goes the Blitzcrank. Not bad at all. I liked the wall there, keeping him there. And down... That ended up getting a kill for the red team that the blue team did not end up doing. There's a Fiddle ulti, which did absolutely nothing. And now the Alistar actually punted him under the tower. He was able to flash out of it, though. And Ahri was able to get a kill in the meantime. Ooh, oh, that was close. Wow. Yeah, that bouncy there from Fiddle was able to do a lot of damage, and it almost killed the Alistar. And now, whereas the red team came out of that fight originally ahead, the incoming of Ahri ended up turning that around. I mean, they were able to easily just ignore the Fiddlesticks, and they did fine there. But they still ended up dying. Ooh, tower shot. He's staying just out of tower range, and he's going to go stealth. Now he's going in, but oh no, there's an Ashe there. He got stunned, and they're just going in on him. Tried to flash out. That's not going to happen. He was a little bit too slow thanks to Ashe, and he ended up going down. So I don't think he realized that Ashe was there. Otherwise, he probably would not have unstealthed. Although, they could have just attacked him because they knew exactly where he was. He was pretty obvious about it. Blue buff going to Fiddlesticks. Sorry, Ahri, no blue buff for you. Actually, I think she walked away beforehand, so she actually gave it to him. Which is kind of interesting. But that's really unfortunate for Anivia here, as Anivia is a huge mana hog, and she really needs that mana. But she's not going to get that mana. Unfortunate for her. Ashe got red, and it looks like the red team's actually converging down here on bot lane. Ahri's going back, and I have a feeling the red team kind of wants this bot tower. It's the only one besides mid that they haven't taken, and it is pretty pressed up at the moment. So I have a feeling they're going to go in on it. I don't know that they're going to be able to take it with Fiddlesticks. Actually, if Fiddlesticks successfully goes back, he did. So yeah, I think that the red team is going to get this. Misfortune needs to come up and hit it because she's got a lot of damage herself. But she's just kind of chilling out back here, which honestly not the best of ideas. They're only against Ashe. She should have been a lot more aggressive on that tower, and they ended up doing no damage to that tower. Not sure why she was quite that cautious, as Ashe was not going to be able to 1 versus 3 that many people. But she was, and it ended up meaning that the tower did not get killed, and really it didn't even take that much damage. She's gonna... I thought for a second that she was going to die there because they were really close to her, but she did end up getting out just before Blitzcrank got to her. That would have been really unfortunate after the fact that she tried to stay away from him. And then had she died, that would have been just terrible. Alright, I guess Teemo's going to go ahead and go through the jungle. There's a pink ward here from the red team, so they know that there is a blue ward here, but they're not able to kill it at the moment because they've got to defend their lanes. These guys are pressed back, though, so they are going to be able to kill it now. Yep, down it went. Alright, so down goes the ward for the Blitzcrank. There's another ward in here, but no ward here for you. Everybody's just going back at the moment. Red team's kind of seems to be grouping mid, as well as the blue team. Both of them seem to be mostly grouping mid, although they're not doing a full-on group. There's another pink ward from Alistar, making sure that there's nothing in there. Maybe I should think about doing that. I'm really not sure, though. It depends on how much gold I have, I suppose. Nice attempt at a pull there. He did end up missing it, but had that hit, that would be a dead Teemo. And when we look at the Teemo, it does actually still seem like he's going an AD build. I'm actually not seeing any bruiser build there at all. Ooh, very nice ulti there from the Ashe. There's the wall from her. And she's not going to get out of that thanks to that Blitzcrank pull. The Ahri was able to interrupt the Misfortune ult. Down went the Anivia. Down goes the Misfortune. And down goes the Alistar. And the Elise. Oh, man. That just completely destroyed all of them. But in the meantime, Teemo's up here going, that's fine. I've got this lizard man. But unfortunately for him, he just... Oh, the ulti there. That little egg there, I don't know if it's going to give him the opportunity to catch, but he does have move fast going, and he's going to try his best. And he is going to tower dive here. Got stunned under tower. Is Renekton going to be able to kill him? He does kill him, but he died in the meantime, so that ended up being a 1-for-1 there. And in the meantime, the blue team was just destroying the tower and at him, and that is not good at all for the red team. They are not looking very good. They're currently 8 gold, or 8,000, 8 gold. 8,000 gold behind, which really isn't too bad, but it's definitely more than they would really want to be behind by this point in the game. 4 towers to 1 tower, not looking pretty. But they are regrouping mid, and they honestly have a decent AoE team fight. If they can ever get into an AoE situation... Oh, and apparently not. Because that's the surrender. So, we'll go ahead and take a look at the... people, what they have. Teemo is at 176 CS versus Renekton with 127. He is 141 versus 312. He's got Blade of the Rune King, Berserker's Grease, Recurved Bow, Philosopher's Stone, and a double Doran's versus Spirit Massage, Brutalizer, Mercury's Treads, and 2 Rejuve Beads. The Anivia is at 132 CS versus 188 for Ahri. 112 versus 404. Not so good there for the Anivia. That kill death assist thing, yeah, did pretty decently on the CS considering. Well, I mean, she only died once, so maybe she should be a bit closer. Anyway, she's got Iceborne... What? I guess. Iceborne Gauntlet, Ninja Tabby, Chalice of Harmony, and Doran's Blade. That still strikes me as very strange. Versus Deathfire Grasp, Need's Large Rod, Seeker's Arm Guard, Sorcerer's Shoes, and a double Doran's. The Misfortune is at 115 CS versus 168 for Ashe. She's got 152 versus 824. Massively fed Ashe there in comparison. The Misfortune has Bloodthirster, Pickaxe, Doran's Blade, Longsword, and Boots of Speed versus Infinity Edge, Static Shiv, Berserker's Grease, and double Doran's. The Alistar is at 28 CS versus 12 for Blitzcrank. He's got 252 versus 246, sorry. He has Ruby Sidestone, Boots of Mobility, which I've kind of enjoyed getting now, Cage's Lucky Pick, Philosopher's Stone, Oracle's Elixir, and a Sight Ward versus Shirelia's Reverie, Ruby Sidestone, Boots of Mobility, Vision Ward, and Health Potions. The Elise has 109 CS versus 119 for Fiddle. She has 252 versus 307. She has Spirit of the Ancient Golem, Haunting Guise, Sorcerer's Shoes, and a Health Potion versus Zonya's, Spectre's Cowl, Boost of Mobility, Doran's Ring, and a couple health potions of her own. So that is the end of this game. It actually ended in an early surrender. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I shall see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.